Who would have thought that the battle between Bruce Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme would truly leave everyone in awe? Various techniques and moves made the fight even more intense. Without further delay, let's watch the match between these two fighters. At the start of the match, Lee successfully landed a kick that sent Van Damme rolling several feet backward. Not wanting to be outdone, Van Damme retaliated with a kick of his own. Unfortunately, Lee appeared unfazed by the attack. Van Damme's counterattack ultimately pushed him to the brink of defeat, as Lee unleashed a series of moves, hitting Van Damme with a flurry of blows. Finally, Lee ended the fight with a decisive kick, leaving Van Damme unable to continue the match. It must be acknowledged that Bruce Lee was a highly skilled Wing Chun martial artist. He began studying the art at the age of 16 under the guidance of Ip Man. His dedication not only made him a martial artist, but also a renowned Hong Kong American actor. Bruce Lee's incredible skill was further proven when he fought with his eyes closed. Even in this blindfolded state, he was still able to defeat his opponent with ease. What's more, despite not being able to see the situation, his sharp instincts continuously put his opponent under immense pressure. In the end, his final strike left his opponent unable to continue the fight. Truly a remarkable display of Bruce Lee's talent. In the films he starred in, Bruce Lee once again left his fans in awe. In one scene, where he faces a martial arts master in his own headquarters, Lee remained completely untouchable. Even when his opponent tried to fight dirty, Lee skillfully neutralized the attack in an impressive fashion. To teach his opponent a lesson, Lee delivered his most powerful kick, sending shockwaves through the audience, causing some of them to fall off their seats in astonishment. In the next fight, Lee once again faced a martial arts expert who was undoubtedly dangerous. It was evident from the start of the street fight, as his opponent managed to land a powerful kick to the stomach of Ip Man's disciple. Of course, the legendary Bruce Lee was not one to back down. Using his mastered techniques, he retaliated with a counterattack that left his opponent visibly shocked. Shortly after, Lee unleashed a series of strikes that made it incredibly difficult for his opponent to continue the fight. Not wanting to be humiliated, the opponent finally drew his nunchaku. Unfortunately for him, it made little difference, as Bruce Lee effortlessly used his own techniques to turn the weapon against him. One of the most captivating yet intense moments occurred when this Wing Chun master had to face a dozen, if not more, opponents at a martial arts school. Armed with his exceptional martial arts skills, Lee was able to deflect attacks from several of his opponents, leaving him completely untouched. On the contrary, Lee amazed everyone by striking each of his opponents with precision, not missing a single attack. Even when two opponents tried to lock him down, Bruce Lee still managed to deliver deadly blows. As the battle pressed on and Lee found himself cornered, he resorted to using his nunchaku to fight back. With his impressive nunchaku skills, he swiftly defeated several of his enemies without facing any resistance. Jean-Claude Van Damme, whose full name is also quite well known, was no less remarkable. Van Damme holds a black belt in karate from Japan, and his martial arts abilities helped him become a prominent figure in various action films.
Chin, shoulder together, and you do some easy kick on the back. Really? Okay? And that's my kick with more power because I'm doing...
In one of the films he starred in, Van Damme faces off against a muscular and towering opponent. At first, Van Damme successfully lands a few punches to his opponent's face. However, these strikes seem to have little effect on the larger man. Despite this, Van Damme's attacks momentarily caused his opponent to lose balance and even draw blood. But that same attack opened up an opportunity for the black belt holder's opponent, who landed several blows that left Van Damme struggling to continue the fight. Fortunately, when Van Damme employed his karate techniques, he managed to land a series of punches and kicks that eventually led to his opponent's defeat. Equally intense was the moment when Van Damme faced another strong and muscular opponent. At the start of the fight, his opponent threw an oil drum at him, which Van Damme deflected with a kick, although he suffered some pain in the process. In retaliation, Van Damme delivered a powerful karate kick, striking his opponent's face. Soon after, he unleashed a flurry of kicks directly to his opponent's face, ensuring that the fight was over, leaving his opponent unable to continue. In another film he starred in, Van Damme once again showcased his incredible skills, facing off against multiple opponents armed with various weapons. At the start, the karate master attacked 2 people at once, landing kicks directly to their faces. Even when more enemies joined the fight, Van Damme was able to counter their attacks, causing his opponents to fall to the ground. At one point, he nearly got hit by a bottle thrown by one of his enemies, but he quickly reversed the attack, knocking his opponent unconscious. The fight didn't end there. When another enemy attacked him with a knife, Van Damme once again turned the tables, sending his opponent crashing into a restaurant window. In an epic battle, Van Damme once again captivated the audience with his impressive techniques. One of the highlights was when he delivered a powerful kick that caused his opponent to lose balance slightly. His sharp instincts allowed him to block an attack, even one coming from his blind spot, enabling him to deliver a swift counterattack. In the end, his opponent became little more than a punching bag for Van Damme, completely unable to defend against his relentless strikes. Van Damme's martial arts prowess is also evident in this film, where he finds himself in a restaurant facing several enemies. With agility and precision, he successfully neutralizes every attack his opponents throw at him. Even when confronted by an enemy wielding a broken bottle as a weapon, Van Damme skillfully counters the assault, maintaining control over the situation.